Poetry Day! Yay! I'm gonna do a piece of spoken word poetry I wrote a while back, but I've been too chicken to post it. So here we go. I don't recognize me anymore. I look in the mirror. I see a girl, tall, thin, and gorgeous, blonde hair and green eyes that pop, surrounded by mascara and eyeliner, with lips luscious and begging to be kissed. Like I was, over and over in places I'd forgotten had feelings, since she left, since I left, since we parted ways in the hazy parking garage over the phone, with her voice so strange and familiar, and close and far as I was already gone, just as she. Kissed in places I never dreamed I'd let a stranger touch, let alone taste. I begged and I flirted and flaunted and presented this girl I don't know. Confident, tall, independent, and capable of deciding to risk it all and nothing. This woman in the mirror, thin, tall, beautiful, and knowing she can make others want her so bad and yet give nothing to them. I don't know her. Inside of her is where I live, masked by smooth legs inside sexy heeled boots. I am hidden somewhere in the toe funk of the orange argyle socks inside the boots to protect my inexperienced feet from blisters and cold. The socks say it all in the end, because that is the girl I remember. Quirky, off-color, awkward, out of place, confident in who I was, where I was going. You see, I was going to be a churchwoman, writing great works of thinking and bringing hope and comfort to all other orange argyle sock wearers. I was going to be quirky, great, accomplished, and individuated, and people would listen to me speak great words of wisdom about life they'd never heard. I was going to be so many things great and powerful just to show them all I could be a woman who made others hear her even when she spoke from the toe funk of her socks. Because even then they would know that they were witnessing history in a person, because I'm pretty sure that woman was Jesus in Argyle, and I do not recognize her either, so I spit her out. A single statement extracted her finally from my tongue, and the ripples of her fall into the abyss worked themselves finally into my body. Mistakes of seemingly epic proportions, and new experiences of the same thunder, and all of them leading to this moment. Lying in my bed crying, my vagina aching from the pleasure I had forgotten when I departed from her side. This moment of realizing I do not know the woman who hurt so bad from feeling too good, and she doesn't know the woman who thought she was Jesus in lesbian form. These women are at odds in the space between the boots and the socks, as the former exudes a confidence and experience the latter knows cannot be true, because if it were, there would be no orange argyle inside the sex and the heels. But the orange is there, gently recalling what was and who was and where was, and all the while the boots cover it up, hoping desperately to find they can be boots, sexy and tall, with green eyes that pop under bleached blonde hair over deep red lips. And what is that on this woman's neck, faintly freckled purple-red? Recall the prayers of our Father as Hail Marys echoed through the holy open spaces. Recall the years of prayer and meditation and masturbation to avoid succumbing to this fall off the deep into life so unknown and so normal. It cannot be meant for Jesus and her socks, because they do not fit in this world of normal and average and makeup and dances made blurry by tonics, allowing for freedom to wear boots without pain and kiss faces I won't see again, and leave a path so known and so clear to seek out the pleasure of a world I want to find dear. In this moment I am regretful, possibly due to the throbbing down under and the ache near those bruises, screaming, "This girl's a skank." But what I regret I really don't know. Is it the space in the boots, or the socks underneath, or the sickening feeling I have no map yet that can show the path as clear as the socks Jesus wore? And for this I must pay, with the punch in my gut telling me what I left was much more than I got, in the trade of wine and tequila and ginger gin beers, and flirting and flouncing and screaming with strangers at the moment of climax, which is over so quickly. And then I'm alone again in my bed, still tall, thin, and popping, and fine aching and bruising, and missing the face that lay next to mine those short 4 months, and kissed me good night and kissed me good morning, and lived with my hunger and anger and pain. And I could say, stop, wait a minute, I could use a bowl of Chex.